Miguel Dorati back here at the iBob Vaults, and I'm going to hit you with a boxing blog here. We're heading into the weekend here of June 12th and June 13th, and the sport books have put up a whole bunch of new lines here at the last 24 hours or so. First, we're going to stop off on Friday. It's a Spike TV broadcast coming up to us from Chicago. This is the Premier Boxing Champions. Erislandy Lara is the main event. They've added some fights here, including one that will air on Spike, and that's the light heavyweight fight with Artur Beterbiev, who's at minus 10,000 over Alexander Johnson, who's returning plus 3,500. Obviously, this is expected to go Beterbiev's way. Wide amateur background, 8-0 as a pro. I think they want him on the fast track into a title fight soon. This is just more ring time for him. A couple of the other fights popped up there. Ameth Diaz is a super lightweight. Ameth Diaz at plus 600 facing Anthony Peterson, who's paying minus 1050. And another light heavyweight bout sees Anatoly Duchenko at plus 1300 to Eliezer Alvarez, who's at minus 2575 right now. Those are new lines added up in Chicago for Friday. There are new lines for Saturday too, starting with in New York. Obviously, you got the main event there with Nicholas Walters taking on Miguel Mariaga for the world or the super world featherweight title. Undercard fight there, Sean Monahan minus 2,000 facing Fulgencio Zuniga plus 1,000. Monahan from New York fights in Madison Square Garden. Top Rank promotes Monahan. He's undefeated, like 24-0. In the local fights, he's a draw. I'm not sure if he's a prospect on the level of Beterbiev or anything like that at light heavyweight. The United Kingdom sees a couple of fights pop up at the Whitchurch Sports Center over in Bristol. You've got an interim title being filled at bantamweight between Lee Haskins, who's at minus 160, facing Japan's Ryosuke Iwaza, plus 120. Haskins, hardworking, 31-3, been this is his first crack at a world title. Iwasawa is 6 years younger, maybe a little bit of a fresher gun, 19-1. It is his first fight going overseas, however, so Haskins is a slight favorite. Take a look at that one. On the undercard, they got popular Bob Ajisafe, minus 4,500, another light heavyweight bout here, facing Daniel Wanyoni, who's paying back plus 1,500. We're going to take you over to the Showtime card. The Showtime card has Deontay Wilder as the main event there, and a couple of the undercard fights there, including the Showtime fight between Ivan Redkach and Dejan Latakian, have popped up at the lines. Latakian plus 150, Redkach minus 190. The super welterweight bout, a 10-rounder that probably won't air, has also popped up here, and it sees Julian Williams, a wide favorite, minus 7,500, taking on Arman Ozvepian, who's at plus 2,500. There are also, we did a blog on the heavyweights. We'll put a link to that as well. There are a lot of heavyweight fights. We covered Wilder's fight. Robert Elenius is fighting in Finland. Joseph Parker's fighting in New Zealand. I know I said Australia on that last blog, and I apologize to Joe. But taking us over to Paris, France, we got Carlos Takam. Takam minus 11,000 favorite over Michael Sprott at plus 3,000. Takam, coming off a fight with Alexander Povetkin, hopes to keep himself in the top 10. He lost to Povetkin, won his subsequent fight. This one's supposed to get him more ring time and another win. Sprott, a nice veteran. He had a kind of like a comeback in 2013 when he won the prize fighter tournament, but he's been knocked out twice in a row now in the first round, and he's getting a little long in the tooth. So Takam, I think, is getting ring time in on this one. Anyway, those are all the new odds that are up for the weekend. We'll talk to you after the fights.